Every day, tens of thousands of flights take to the skies around the world, connecting people, economies, and cultures. At the heart of this global web of air travel stands one of the most iconic aircraft ever built, the Boeing 737 MAX. With its sleek design, advanced technology, and promise of fuel efficiency, the 737 MAX is more than just a plane. It's a symbol of modern aviation. But behind every smooth takeoff lies a story of precision engineering, rigorous testing, and a complex global supply chain that never sleeps. In this documentary, we go inside the world of the Boeing 737 MAX. From its conceptual design on digital blueprints to final assembly in Renton, Washington, from wind tunnel tests to its maiden flight, we'll explore every bolt, rivet, and circuit that goes into making this aircraft soar. Along the way, we'll uncover the triumphs, setbacks, and evolution of a jetliner that aims to redefine how the world flies. So buckle in as we uncover the story of the 737 MAX, a journey of ambition, innovation, and flight. The story of the Boeing 737 doesn't start with MAX. It begins in 1967, when the very first 737 took off. Designed to be a short-haul companion to Boeing's larger 707 and 727 jets, the original 737 was a narrow-body aircraft that would go on to become the best-selling commercial jetliner in history. With each generation, the classic, the next generation, NG, and now the MAX, Boeing engineers pushed the envelope further in fuel efficiency, passenger comfort, and digital innovation. But the road to the MAX wasn't without turbulence. In response to Airbus's fuel-efficient A320neo, Boeing accelerated the development of a new iteration, the 737 MAX. With larger LEAP-1B engines, updated avionics, and aerodynamic improvements like split-tip winglets, the MAX promised a 14% improvement in fuel consumption over its predecessors. Launched in 2011 and first delivered in 2017, the MAX was poised to dominate the skies. But in 2018 and 2019, two tragic crashes involving the MAX 8 variant led to a global grounding of the fleet and intense scrutiny of Boeing's design and safety practices. The MCAS software system became a focal point in investigations and revealed flaws in oversight and communication. Boeing responded with comprehensive software updates, enhanced pilot training, and renewed transparency with regulators worldwide. After nearly 2 years on the ground, the 737 MAX was recertified and cleared to fly again. Today, it continues to rebuild trust while logging millions of safe flight hours with airlines across the globe. More than just an aircraft, the 737 MAX is a case study in resilience, of a company, of engineering, and of aviation itself. And understanding how it's built, tested, and operated reveals the immense effort behind each flight we often take for granted. Coming up next, how does Boeing source and transport thousands of parts from around the globe to one single assembly line? Welcome to the global supply chain behind the 737 MAX. Before a Boeing 737 MAX ever sees the runway, its story begins across a network that spans the globe. Unlike consumer products made in a single factory, a modern commercial jetliner is the result of a symphony of international suppliers, synchronized with industrial precision. In fact, more than 400 major suppliers contribute parts to the 737 MAX, each playing a vital role in delivering a machine capable of flight. The process begins with coordination. Boeing's supply chain team works with partners in over 50 countries, managing everything from fuselage panels to electronic avionics, from titanium bolts to engine pylons. The aircraft's primary fuselage sections, including the forward, mid, and aft bodies, are manufactured by Spirit Aerosystems in Wichita, Kansas. These massive sections, sometimes longer than a city bus, are shipped by rail or specially designed flatbed trailers to Boeing's final assembly facility in Renton, Washington. The wings, they're made in Japan. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries fabricates the wing structures using a combination of aluminum alloy and carbon fiber reinforced plastics. These are shipped across the Pacific Ocean to the port of Seattle, where they're carefully transferred to the Renton site. Meanwhile, the aircraft's most iconic upgrade, its LEAP-1B engines, come from CFM International, a joint venture between GE Aviation of the US and Safran Aircraft Engines of France. Each engine is a masterpiece of engineering, designed to be both powerful and efficient. Before installation, they are tested under simulated flight conditions, including extreme heat and cold, at facilities in Ohio and France. Every component, from the landing gear produced in Canada to the seating tracks from Germany, must meet Boeing's strict design tolerances and be delivered on a just-in-time basis. There is no room for error. A delay in one part could halt the entire assembly line. But it's not just about hardware. Embedded throughout the supply chain are systems for quality assurance, cybersecurity, and real-time tracking. RFID tags, barcode scanners, and cloud-based logistics platforms ensure that every bolt, wire harness, and circuit board is traceable, from origin to installation. And when the parts arrive at Renton, they're not stacked in warehouses. Instead, they are delivered directly to the workstation, where they'll be installed, often within hours. This is called a moving production line, and it's designed to minimize inventory, cut costs, and keep aircraft rolling steadily down the line. In this system, precision isn't optional. It's the only way forward. Boeing's global supply chain operates like a finely tuned orchestra, delivering thousands of high-stakes components on time, every time. And with demand for commercial aircraft projected to grow in the coming decades, the efficiency of this system will only become more critical. Next, we head inside the assembly plant in Renton, one of the most advanced aircraft production facilities in the world, where all these components finally come together to form a flying machine. Nestled along the shores of Lake Washington lies one of the most productive aircraft factories in the world, Boeing's Renton facility. While it may look like an ordinary industrial complex from the outside, inside, it's a marvel of modern engineering. The birthplace of every Boeing 737, including the 737 MAX. Unlike traditional factories where assembly is static, Renton operates on a moving assembly line. The aircraft physically travels from station to station along a massive production floor, an innovation modeled after the automotive industry. This approach allows Boeing to produce up to 42 jets per month, a rhythm that balances speed with surgical precision. The process begins when the fuselage before the build moves forward. Throughout the process, technicians work side by side with advanced robotics. These machines drill thousands of holes and insert rivets with incredible accuracy, faster and more consistently than human hands. Yet, crucial tasks like sealing, system integration, and inspection are still performed by skilled workers. This human-machine synergy is what makes Renton so efficient. As the aircraft glides down the line, it begins to resemble a complete airplane. Interior teams install insulation, floor panels, overhead bins, and seating structures. Meanwhile, the flight deck is outfitted with control yokes, instrument panels, and touchscreen displays, all designed to reduce pilot workload and enhance situational awareness. Finally, the LEAP-1B engines are mounted beneath the wings. These are the heart of the 737 MAX, quiet, powerful, and fuel-efficient. Once attached, every system is connected, tested, and validated. Teams run diagnostics on avionics, hydraulics, environmental controls, and more. Nothing is left to chance. At the end of the line, the aircraft receives its final paint job, often in the livery of a specific airline customer. It's then towed out of the factory to the adjacent flight line, where it will undergo functional tests, fueling, and, most importantly, flight testing. What began as a scattered collection of parts from around the world is now a fully functional aircraft, ready to defy gravity. But before it can carry passengers, the 737 MAX must prove itself in the air. In the next chapter, we follow the jet as it undergoes rigorous testing, inspections, and certification, the final gate before it can earn its wings. A commercial airliner is among the most rigorously tested machines ever built, and for the Boeing 737 MAX, that scrutiny is even more intense. Before a single passenger steps on board, each aircraft must pass a gauntlet of inspections, diagnostics, and flight evaluations designed to push its systems to the limit. Once final assembly is complete, the aircraft rolls onto what's called the flight line, an area adjacent to the Renton plant where it undergoes its first real-world tests. Technicians begin by powering up the aircraft for the first time. This is a critical milestone. Dozens of independent systems, electrical, hydraulic, pneumatic, environmental, must boot up in perfect sync. Any discrepancy triggers immediate troubleshooting, Next, the aircraft is fueled for the first time, not just to test engine startup, but also to verify that fuel tanks, valves, and sensors work flawlessly. Boeing uses a special, high-precision fueling system to simulate in-service conditions and check for potential leaks or irregularities. Once fueled, it's time for engine testing. On a secure ramp area, the LEAP-1B engines are started and slowly brought to full thrust. Engineers monitor performance data in real time, looking at exhaust gas temperature, fuel flow, vibration levels, and thrust output. The engines are revved up, throttled down, and even stress tested in simulated adverse weather conditions. But that's just the start. Every aircraft undergoes a built-in test, BIT, an automated diagnostic that checks thousands of onboard parameters. Think of it like a self-diagnostic scan for the entire jet. Any failures, even minor sensor mismatches, are logged, addressed, and cleared before moving on. Then comes one of the most exciting and demanding moments, the first flight. A test crew of Boeing pilots and flight engineers boards the aircraft. They've spent months training on simulators and know exactly what to expect and what to watch for. The 737 MAX lifts off for the first time, not just to prove that it can fly, but to ensure that every system behaves correctly under real flight loads. During the maiden flight, the plane climbs, dives, banks, stalls, and performs a wide range of maneuvers to test stability, control, and redundancy systems. The pilots deliberately simulate emergencies: engine failure, hydraulic loss, avionics failure. Every reaction is measured against performance models. On the ground, engineers in a telemetry center monitor flight data streamed in real time. If anything appears out of spec, the flight can be cut short and diagnostics begin immediately. After a successful flight, the aircraft returns for a post-flight inspection. Every system is checked again. From nose to tail, each rivet, flap, wire, and sensor is reviewed. Technicians inspect the landing gear, control surfaces, and engine mounts for stress marks or signs of wear. Every item must meet FAA airworthiness criteria and Boeing's internal quality standards. Only after this exhaustive process, often involving multiple flights and weeks of checks, does the aircraft earn its certificate of airworthiness. If the customer is present, they may perform a customer acceptance flight, where airline pilots take control and verify that the aircraft meets their specific expectations. The 737 MAX may now be technically ready to fly, but its journey is far from over. Next, it will be customized, delivered, and integrated into airline fleets around the world, each with their own requirements, colors, and cultures. Coming up next, from Southwest to Singapore Airlines, see how the 737 MAX is tailored for global operations and how it adapts to the needs of millions of passengers. For most machines, the final quality check is the end of the story. But for an airplane, it's just the beginning of a new life in the sky. After completing the gauntlet of factory inspections, engine tests, and certification flights, the Boeing 737 MAX is ready for one of its most defining moments: delivery and entry into service. The process begins with customization. While every 737 MAX leaves the Renton factory structurally identical, no two aircraft are ever truly the same once delivered. Each airline configures the aircraft according to its brand standards, passenger preferences, and operational needs. That means differences in seating layouts, galley locations, in-flight entertainment systems, cabin lighting schemes, and even lavatory placements. In many cases, these configurations are installed at a dedicated completion center near the final assembly line. Here, crews install everything from business class seats and in-seat power outlets to branded safety cards and touchscreen displays. This is where the aircraft starts to feel less like a machine and more like a flying experience. Meanwhile, airline representatives arrive in Seattle to begin the acceptance process. They inspect the aircraft, review documentation, and observe final system tests. If satisfied, the customer signs off and the aircraft officially changes hands. It's not uncommon for a ceremonial photo to mark the occasion, a proud moment for both Boeing and the airline. The next time you step onto a 737 MAX, you'll know what it took to build it. The parts, the people, the passion. You'll understand the journey from a blueprint on a screen to a whisper in the sky. Because behind every seatbelt click and every takeoff roll, there's a process you never imagined: and a legacy you'll never forget.